Hello, sir. So today, me and my group will be explaining about the HDFS and Spark installation, setup, and running of the Spark algorithm. So my teammates consist of Mayank Kumar Shah, Milind Murmu, myself, and Kashish Raju Lunpande. So let's talk about the introduction. The use of machine learning algorithms has become increasingly common in today's world. Many big industries and big companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon use machine learning algorithms and Spark related algorithms on a regular basis. So, also, let's talk about what's the importance of HDFS, which is the ability to handle large data sets. So, HDFS is designed to work with petabyte scale data sets and can easily scale to meet the needs of large organizations. Now, let us start on the process of HDFS installation. Yeah. So first here we can see that we'll be checking the Java version, whether it's been installed properly and is it updated. So let's take a look at that. So here we can see OpenJDK version 11.0.18, which is a updated version. Then we'll be checking the bash RC file. So in the bash RC file, we'll be adding some environment variables and the part to home Java. So here we can see in these files Hadoop environment.sh, core site.xml, HDFS site.xml, and MapRed site.xml, and also yarn site.xml. In these files, we made changes for the installation of HDFS and the proper setup of that. We've also added the master node IP address and okay, wait. So in etc/hosts, we've added all the IP address of the master node and all the three slave nodes. Okay, so here we'll be starting Hadoop, which will start not only on the master PC but also on all the slave PCs. So your first name nodes will start, then data nodes, and all the related things which will be required for HDFS will be starting. Also node managers. So once this is started, we can see that okay, yes, we can see that on the IP address of the master node on all the PCs, the Hadoop has been installed properly and the setup has been done. Yeah. So here we can see all the live nodes which are there on all the PCs, not only on the master PC but also on the slave PCs. Now Kashish will continue from.
Now we'll be creating files in the master node, which will be shown in the slave nodes, slave 1, slave 2, and slave 3 namely. As you can see, we are creating a directory name million using the mkdir command. Now a directory is being created in the Hadoop file system. As you can see, a directory name million has been created as we reload the page, and in the slave nodes, accordingly we reload each one of them, and a directory name million has been created in each one of them. Again, in the million directory, we will create a directory named nodes and we'll run the command. As we run the command in the master node, the directory has been updated. As you can see, as we go in million, we can track down a directory named nodes. Similarly, as we refresh the directories in slave nodes, we can see there's a directory named nodes in the million directory. We have a file named marks.csv in our local system, and with the help of command hadoop fs put marks.csv, we will be processing it to our Hadoop file system. Now, as we do that, you can see that we have getting that file like already exists, and as we reload each one of our master and nodes, we can see that marks.csv has been created. As you can see in million directory, under a node directory, there's a file name marks.csv.
So now we'll continue with the installation of the Spark. So Spark is basically an open source framework focused on interactive query for use for machine learning and real-time workloads. So we have downloaded the Spark version 3.2.4 as we move, and we have saved it in user local. So as you can see, we change the directory and move to user local to Spark. Here we can see all the files of the Spark installed. Now after installing Spark, we have to make some changes, certain changes. So these certain changes are to be done inside Spark, inside conf. So we go to the conf directory, and there we make changes in the Spark environment.sh. So we open it by using sudo nano spark environment.sh. We go to the sh. We put the master node. We put the master node's IP address over here. Okay. So let's move on. So after this, Spark is completely installed, and now we'll run the Spark shell. So Spark shell is basically it creates Spark programs interactively. It allows Spark programs interactively and submit work to the framework. It helps in it. So as we can see, our Spark has successfully installed. After running the Spark, we can check it by going to our web browser and turning on the localhost in 8080. As you can see, we have 3 live nodes right over here opened. And next, the 8088 also. It shows all our applications and the cluster node metrics. Here we can see all our 3 devices, 3 slave nodes which are present. So next, Mayank will explain the Spark algorithm and its features. Okay.
So we have chosen the Java Variance Threshold Selector algorithm. What does this algorithm do and why I have chosen this algorithm? Because this algorithm features selection in machine learning and it is a part of Spark ML library and is used to remove low variance features and dataset. The algorithm works by calculating the variance of each feature and removing any features whose variance fall below a specific threshold. Here we can see that this is the code which we have chosen, and here we are importing many libraries which are from Apache Spark, and these are the dataset which we have chosen, and this dataset shows that we have taken the dataset in a list of row, and in this specific example the dataset is collection of 6 rows, each containing an integer id and a dense vector of 6 double values. The double values represent data features of data such as measurement or attributes and are used by Java Variance Threshold algorithm to perform feature selections. We have run the Java Variance Threshold Selector algorithm. Now on running this algorithm, we can see that these are the code which we are getting as an output. Yeah, here we can see that this table is giving me the output of the dataset which we have inserted. Now here you can also see that it is giving me a link of http://master4040. This is a link where we can see all the things of the Spark algorithm which we are running, and this will only be executed on the runtime. So we have to run the code again and again to see all the features of this link.